You will know me as Skull the Norn.
So, we're back with Andrew here to tell us more about Ragnarok. So we're going to tell us...
Ken,
I'm
right?
Ken. This is Alex.
I'm Alex. Hi, Ken. It's nice to meet you.
The worst.
Alright, so...
This is what happens when you're recording at 1 in the morning.
Yes.
This is not 1 in the morning. I know what you're talking about. It's totally 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, we're drinking wonderful things.
Coffee.
Coffee, yes.
Iced
If
coffee.
your coffee looks like that, you're doing it wrong.
No.
It's Viking coffee.
Iced coffee!
Alright.
So let's get back to actual lore. So Andrew, you told us that there was a whole other side to this story that you haven't told us yet. What is it about?
And also, if you didn't watch our first video, please click that link right here to watch the first video
Or is
before
it
you
right
watch
here?
this.
Yeah, or is
Wait,
it here?
up here?
Or right here.
Click right here.
Yeah.
Make sure you click it before, because if you don't watch that video, you won't really understand as much this one. So go ahead and click that video.
Or if you're hardcore and you just want to jump right into it, feel free to watch this video to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to have you here.
Maybe pause too.
Why would you want to pause?
You're supposed to not talk. 'Cause you know,
Why are we pausing?
Never
Freeze frame,
mind.
stop.
Okay.
Let's go. Alright.
Alright, so part 2. So, to quickly recap, part 1 was all about what's happening in the heavens. The realm of gods, the realm of giants. Now, in part 2, we're going to talk about Midgard.
What about us?
Us, yeah, mankind. What happens to mankind? So,
Midgard is Earth, in case you didn't know.
Is it? But no. Alright.
Alright, so, in Midgard, what we've done in Fate of the Norns is to be as mythologically accurate and as historically accurate as possible. So, over the years, I mean, Fate of the Norns has a little bit of a history. We started back in 92, 93, and we kind of explored different periods of the Viking Age. And when we got to 2006, when we were doing kind of like a series reboot into Ragnarok, we were looking at the historical periods to find what was the most important or intriguing period that would kind of share that cataclysmic feel.
Oh.
And 930, like 10th century, around 930 AD, we've got King Harald Fairhair, who was the most successful Viking king, and now you can see him in the Vikings TV show. In the Vikings TV show, they've got King Harald Fairhair, they've got Rollo, they've got Ragnar. The odd thing is, in history, none of them were actually really intersected. Actually, Rollo and King Harald Fairhair maybe, but Ragnar was way before those two. So, to set things straight, so King Harald Fairhair unified all of Norway. So all of the petty kingdoms, everything from Ragnarok all the way up to Trondheim, everything fell under his kingdom because, well, it's a whole long story of why he did it, but we'll probably have it in a sequel video. So let us know below if you want to hear about it.
Let
Yes.
us know.
Drop a like on this video if you want to hear
Hey,
more
we're,
about
we're,
this
we're
story.
talking about the comments.
But the likes are down there too.
No, the comment.
Like, anyways.
Email us. Tweet us. Okay,
At
Or
the
don't.
so what were we talking about?
We were talking about...
Viking, the TV show? Because this is not a paid advertisement.
No, we were talking about unifying the whole...
Oh yeah,
thing.
King Harald Fairhair, right? So King Harald Fairhair was stupidly successful. And because of his success, he had all the ladies everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And so he had highborn and lowborn kids from like the furthest reaches to the north all the way down south. And funny story, he never left any clear lines of succession. Now revisionist history kind of says maybe Eric Bloodaxe was his successor, but
Notice
you know what?
how badass every single Viking's name is. Eric Bloodaxe. Anyways, yes.
And fair hair.
Yeah, fair hair.
That's not as bad, but
Yeah, let's skip over fair hair. Anyways, so yes.
Well, if we're talking about the fair hair, his hair used to be tangled. He was actually called Harold Tangle Hair before fair hair. And it was, you know how in NHL we have like playoff beards, right?
They had war hair?
He had war hair. He was so successful that he said, you know what? I don't want to break this jinx. I'm not combing my hair. I'm not doing anything with my hair until I win all of the kingdoms.
Did he wear the same socks too? Is that what he did?
I have no idea, but maybe we'll have that as an expansion book.
Because you know what?
Socks
the
and
Vikings
sandals.
did wear socks. That's one of the things that was found, is they found very ancient Viking socks. But that's a whole other story.
Along with necropants.
Necropants?
Necropants. Google necropants. You won't regret it.
No, please don't. I am sure Andrew's leading you
Do
into a
it.
trap.
Do it in your own risk.
Yeah, maybe not safe for work kind of environment.
Maybe not.
Okay.
We digress.
Yes, let's get back to our main story here.
So, King Harold Fairhair, in our story, does not leave clear lines of succession.
Okay.
And so you've got now a boatload of his children looking at him on his deathbed and saying, you know what, looking at each other, it's showtime.
Yeah.
They're going to fight for the throne. And so the story unfolds in Fate of the Norns Ragnarok that when the sun and moon get devoured is the same moment King Harold Fairhair draws his last breath.
Oh, that's convenient.
So,
Lucky him, huh?
everything goes
He's
to
like, oh,
hell.
shit, apocalypse coming.
It's like global warming, right? It's like, oh, my kids will deal with it.
Just build a wall.
Yeah, just build a wall. Sorry, Trump. All right.
The kids bring the entire kingdom down to its knees in a huge civil war. All right?
Not
So
that
what
kind.
happens? A ton of people from Norway start to flee. I don't want to be caught up in this where one king's asking me for allegiance, another king the next day is asking me for my allegiance. So they flee to Iceland, Islandia. And this is the really big immigration period in the start of the 10th century into Iceland. And the very first Althing, which is the very first democratic discussion or governance in the history of
Greek people thought they had it. We did it first. The Vikings did it first.
It's like a parliament. It was fantastic. So they had a bunch of families around all of Islandia come together in this one place where they would discuss grievances, new laws, and you know, just better coexistence with your neighbor.
That's
Not in the
amazing.
Scottish way where you huddle up all the lords and you slaughter them all. in an actual talking kind of way.
Well, you know that's why Blood Axe got his moniker Blood Axe, because he kept killing his siblings this way.
That is a nice story.
I like the
Vikings were really, really soft people, weren't they?
They were.
They were very emotive and yeah. All right, so
All right.
moving on.
Moving on.
We digress.
We digress again.
Like all the time.
Not just in the Viking lands was this an interesting period, but if we go south of Scandinavia, we go into Francia, we go into the German Empire, the Teutonic Empire, down to the Papal States. The Holy Roman Empire was run by an emperor called Otto, and he had a very, very strong antagonism to the current Pope, which is Pope John XII.
Okay.
And if you look up your history, that was one of the darkest periods in the papacy. Like, this Pope was bad.
The worst.
Not bad?
Oh yeah, bad.
Okay.
I had to like double and triple check my facts before this went into print.
Okay.
And he was at odds with the Holy Roman Empire, or the Emperor, Otto. And this became another really interesting point of contention that is happening even outside the Papal, or outside the Viking lands. So this gave us a really rich tapestry of chaos that we just tap into for Ragnarok.
So that's the question I was about to ask: is are we still talking about the sagas, or are we now delving into more historical facts that that influenced the writings of the sagas and the Eddas?
But isn't there also, like, in that empire, they didn't believe in the same type of god, right? So that influences differently, right? So that's in another video we're going to talk about.
Yes.
Jeez, you and your videos can.
Go ahead and click it. Just kidding.
Click here.
Click here.
Yeah, click here.
That'd be very interesting to talk about too. It's very interesting, the clash where, you know, you have non-believers and believers. So that's going to be really cool because, you know, for them, like, there's always light and day.
That's also a really nifty thing that we're going to be hinting at in at Lords of the Ash.
Ah.
There's the missionary class, which will be very, very interesting to play with.
And we're going to talk about that, right?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Click here.
Right.
Or here. Or here.
There is way too much clickbait in this video. And the last video. If you haven't seen our last video, click here.
Or here.
Or
Or here.
refill.
Alright, cheers.
Cheers. Yes.
Skål!
Skål!
See, I'm learning.
I'll train you guys.
You will.
A couple more videos to go.
Isn't it funny that we're cheering just...
Man, my liver is gonna suck after this.
This is just coffee.
Oh, it's true.
coffee.
Sorry. It's
Viking coffee.
I mean, yeah, your liver will be pretty bad if you keep drinking all this coffee.
Yeah, but other things will shut down before that. All right.
All right, where were we?
We were talking about the Ottomans.
Yes. Ottomans. Okay, so we were talking about the Holy Roman Empire,
Yes.
the Papal States, and the chaos that was going on down south. So in the world of mankind in Midgard, there's a bunch of these. I mean, we can talk for a little while. There's the Great Isles, where you've got King Ethelstan, which is the very first king that historically unites all of the British Isles into the first country. And you know what? In the game, you can alter this. So there's a bunch of Viking kings to the north, which you can ally yourself with, and there's a really rich campaign seed experience, like adventure seeds that exist there. So what we tried to do is, within Ragnarok, in the heavens, in Midgard, is to give players a lot of backstory with main characters. Like in Denizens of the North, the very first chapter is about everyone who wields like levers of power within Midgard that you can kind of meet and get like story hooks that your adventuring party can go on.
And what I like about this is what you can do is you can say, I like the story. I love the Viking story up to this point. This point, I stopped liking it. That's where you drop your players and you change stuff around. Let's say you love the fact that there's battle for the inheritance of, I forgot his name.
King Harold Fairhair's kingdom.
Exactly.
Say it again.
You love the part where...
What's the name of the guy?
King Harold's Fairhair. Oh, crap. Screw you again! Alright, so I love, let's say... Alright, let's go back. Let's do this again.
Let's say.
So basically, that's one of the parts that I like about Ragnarok is, let's say you like the Viking stories up to a certain point, then you decide, screw that, I don't like it past that. That's where you drop your players and you start changing things around. Let's say, for example, that I love the story until Harold Fairhair unites all the Viking kingdoms. Once that's done and he dies, I can take it up and say, you know what, I don't want Eric Bloodaxe to win. I want some other bloke that I think is cooler to win. Then the players ally, you change it all up, and you write your own stories. That's why we're Norns, because we're rewriting the tapestry of events.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you know what? Truth is stranger than fiction in a lot of cases. And this is why we really wanted to base ourselves on historical fact. Because not only do you get to learn something while you play, but you can see alternate versions of history as your players take you down some crazy rabbit hole.
Oh yeah. And your players will. For all the Norns out there, your players will definitely keep throwing curveball after curveball after curveball at you. That's what Ragnarok is we've just sent the world into apocalypse. And your players, or you as a player, get to rewrite history, to fix it if you want to fix it, to help the Jotuns and the people from Muspelheim get their way. If you like Ratatosk, the trickster squirrel, why not align with it?
Hey, if you guys want to save the cheerleader, save the world.
Save the cheerleader?
Buffy?
I think it was Heroes.
Was it?
That's cool.
Oh, that's true. Heroes.
Save the cheerleader. Save
Of
the
all
world.
the things, you make a Heroes reference in a Viking video?
Hey, well, in Heroes, the sun goes out, gives everyone powers. Here, the sun goes out, everyone dies.
Everyone doesn't die, some people thrive.
So it's over now?
No. We just talked about the first age.
Holy crap.
There's
So-
three more
ages?
Wow. Stick with us, guys. If you like this video, please drop a like and subscribe.
Hey, let us know what you thought about the lore so far. Well, leave us a comment down below. We would like to know your opinion.
And if you have a different version of the story that your players have put you through, or that your Norn has put you through, feel free to leave us comments about that too.
And if you like our coffee, let us know.
Yeah.
Skål!
Cheers!
See you guys next time.